Hi guys, this is Ratchet, and we are playing Criminal Case Supernatural Investigations. We are going to LA to case number 4, and what vampires are planning is very bad. Katrina, we're in San Francisco, the city of the Golden Gate Bridge, hipsters, heels. Yeah, San Francisco is nice. And the dawn of Night Flower, the final ingredient of a power-hungry vampire's elixir of invisibility. Any vampire who drinks this potion will be immune to sunlight, decapitation, and the stake. They'll be practically impossible to kill. We still don't know which vampire wants invisibility, but it's clear we can't let them get their hands on this flower. The species is native to the forests around San Francisco. It's due to bloom later today. We gotta grab it before the vamp does. What should we do while we wait for the flower to bloom, Katrina? Some sightseeing? Actually, we just received a call from a guard at the Alcatraz museum, Katrina. He says he found a dead werewolf lying on the pier. Werewolf? A dead werewolf? On Alcatraz Island, where the famous prison used to be? What were they doing there? That's for you and Katrina to investigate, Gwen. Grab the next ferry to Alcatraz and go check out this dead wolf. I was wondering why the guy looked weird. Like he has more body hair on himself and not just on head. But that's and now I find out that it's because he's a werewolf. And does Priya know some werewolves? Well, since she's also a werewolf. Oh, he was shot a few times. Who'd want to kill you, man? And what were you doing here? Oh, I forgot to tell you guys that I finally bought a dog. I collected 1 golden medal on case number 2 because of I had a double points for the stars, and that's how I got all of them. And now I have a dog with me. I get coins and XP from this one. Hairy face, check. Canine teeth and claws, check. Yeah, that's a dead werewolf, alright? And look at the multiple sharp wounds on his chest. He's been murdered. Werewolves can only be killed using silver, so the perp must have used silver bullets to shoot. Are you the hunters? I called about this dead werewolf. You did right, sir. Did you know the victim? Yeah, it's Danny Kwame. He always comes here on full moon nights where they, transform. Alright, sir. Katrina will take it from here, but we'll need to ask you a few questions shortly. I see you also found this ferry ticket, Katrina. The bottom of it's gotta be the victims. Taking a sample of that pink powder might provide us with a lead. Right, we only got till the dawn of Night Flower blooms to solve this werewolf's murder. So let's get investigating. Yeah. What happened to our werewolf? I left my heart in San Francisco, high on a hill close to me. What are you singing? Sorry to interrupt your karaoke session, Ben. Oh, hehe. I was just practicing a song to cheer Priya up with. She's always moppy after being locked up during her full moon transformation. Yeah, and the fact that we have a werewolf victim won't help matters. Indeed. Anyway, as you probably already guessed, Danny Kwame died from multiple silver bullet wounds to the heart and upper chest. Yeah, werewolves can only be killed using a silver weapon. Everyone knows that. Correct, Gwen. But what most people don't know is that adding wolf's bane into the mix makes it even more certain that the werewolf will die. Wolfsbane? You mean the purple flower that's poisonous to werewolves? Exactly. And your werewolf slayer knew this too because they dipped their silver bullets in wolfsbane before shooting the victim. This means the Kuro's well versed in werewolf knowledge and lore. Well, Katia, the Kuro's knowledge of werewolves sure won't help them escape our clutches. Okay, so the killer really knew what he was going up against. He was prepared. Okay, now this ticket, let's collect something from it. Right next to each other. Let's get this pink powder from the bloody ticket to the lab, Katarina. Except Priya's a werewolf too. Oh. Which means she's only just re-emerged from last night's transformation herself. It always leaves her feeling down in the dumps. And the fact that our victim is a dead werewolf won't help matters. Let's hope she can still cope with analyzing this powder, Katarina. Okay, if you say so. Okay, let's see if she can do it. Okay, let's have a chat with the security guard. So, Reggie, ready to answer some questions about the murder you called in? I guess. You know, one of my ancestors may have been a brave Roman centurion, but I'm just a museum guard. I ain't used to seeing dead bodies. But it looks like it wasn't your first encounter with a werewolf. No, Sire. Danny and I went to junior high together. I was a chubby kid everyone teased, but he was always kind to me. When the poor dude got bit, I let him and his pack lock themselves up every full moon in an abandoned wing of old Alcatraz that ain't open to museum visitors. That way they couldn't go around hurting nobody with their wolfy teeth and claws. So that's why Danny was here last night, to hide away during his transformation. Reggie, you'd better lead us to the abandoned prison wing where Danny used to lock himself up. Okay. First vampire, then Bigfoot, and now werewolf. We're starting pretty good. Gosh, Katrina, what a mess. Werewolves have definitely been wreaking havoc here. One of them must have torn up this cardboard. Let's tape it back together. Hey look, our victim's initials are on this bag. We'd better rifle through it for clues. Okay. Okay, let's look through the satchel. Oh, what's this? Ah, food. Sandwich. There was a sandwich in Dennis's bag, Katarina. Yeah, judging from the faded note stuck on it, someone prepared it for him. Let's recover the message. Is it somebody third or a mother making a sandwich for her boy and leaving a note? I don't know, that's what the mothers do when they make sandwich for children in school, when they go to school. Full moon calendar. Oh. Oh, very interesting to have around you. Katrina, this is a lunar calendar. Of course, knowing the dates of the full moon must be important to werewolves. There are two names scrolled on the calendar. One's our victim, and the other's Xander. That museum guy mentioned that Danny had a pack, so this Xander guy is probably another werewolf. We need a word with him, Katerina. Have silver bullets ready if he attacks. Okay, now the note on the sandwich. Ham and cheddar, your favorite, love, your mama. You knew it. You knew it was going to be mother. Katrina, the note on the sandwich says ham and cheddar, your favorite, love, your mama. Since our victim's mom was still making him packed lunches. Hope she's a better cook than mine. But more seriously, we should talk to her. We'll have to pretend to be news reporters when we speak to the lady Katrina. And she probably doesn't know her son's a werewolf, so best not mention it. Okay. We'll see if she knows or not. Alright, we are reporters. We're not gonna say that we are cops. Of some sort. Excuse me, Xander. I'm Gwen Harper and... Harper? So you're from that supernatural hunter family. Have you come to gloat about your kill this morning? No, we're actually here to... Danny and I were the only two wolves left in San Francisco after the rest of our pack was slaughtered by the likes of you. What did he do to deserve to be murdered like a dog? Look, Xander, I know you're upset about Danny, but we didn't kill him. In fact, we're trying to find out who did it. Who did? I take it you locked yourself in Alcatraz with Danny last night. Yep, though if you're asking me what I remember, then I got nothing to tell you. We both have no memory of what happens during the full moon. In fact, the only good thing about being a werewolf is that I stopped being allergic to fur when I'm transformed. Oh, that's ironic, a werewolf being allergic to fur. Sorry, Xander, this isn't the time for jokes. What about Danny's death? Did you see anything? All I saw was his bullet-riddled body on the pier when I left the old prison wing at dawn. And I ran straight off because I was scared I'd be next. Okay. Okay, now let's pretend to be reporters. Mrs. Kwame, we're reporters from the San Francisco Chronicle. If you are here to beg for donations for your little rag, you have come to the wrong place. I'm not charity. No, we were actually hoping for an interview. I'm sorry to tell you that your son was found murdered this morning. My Danny? Murdered? No, it cannot be. I'm afraid it's true. We know this must be a hard time, but I have nothing to say to reporters right now. Oh, I knew I should have stopped him from going to his poker nights every full moon. I told my Danny he was hanging out with a bad crowd and that it would kill him one day. Oh, why didn't he just listen to his mama and stay home every evening? Oh, I take it she doesn't know. What's this pink powder? Katrina, apologies in advance for my moroseness. I'm still recovering from my monthly forced incarceration during last night's full moon. An emergency to find a dead werewolf on Benz's autopsy table is the final nail in the coffin. Oh, Priya, this investigation's gotta bring up a bunch of conflicting emotions for you. The fact is, I dreaded meeting another living werewolf ever since one attacked and turned me. But seeing one dead is traumatic too. Priya, if you don't think you're after working on this case... No, work is a good distraction. Which leads me to the pink powder left on the blood-stained fairy ticket. I can't see the beginning from the microphone handle. The sample turned out to be a crushed sleeping pill. Since there was no trace of this medication in the victim, he has to have come from your insomnia-suffering killer. So, killer has trouble sleeping, Katria. Well, we'll be staying up night and day till we catch them. Yes. Katria, I was hoping to do some San Francisco sightseeing while waiting for the dawn of night flower to bloom. But we got our hands full investigating the murder of a werewolf. Danny Quine was shot multiple times with silver bullets on the pier at Alcatraz, a former prison. The murder was called in by a sympathetic security guard who let Danny and his pack lock themselves up in this abandoned prison wing on full moon nights. I'm not surprised that Xander, the other werewolf, had it in for me. See, he knows I come from a family of hunters. We also met Danny's mom, who doesn't seem to have a clue that her son's a werewolf. Oh, somebody opened the door. It didn't look like our Vic. Oh, we're locked in! Oh, Katrina, the door, it just slammed shut. That was our only way out of this creepy prison. We're locked in. Who locked us in? So much for that. Really gotta get out somehow. Alright, we're gonna stop here. We got to playing chapter 2. So, thank you for watching. Don't leave a like to this video, and I'll see you again. Goodbye!